Thanks for joining me as I take you on this trip on visiting Costa Rica with mom and dad. You see, about 5 years ago, I added Costa Rica to the places to visit list. And I had no plans on when I will go or how. I even bought the travel book, which I ended up reading while visiting Death Valley on top of the Eureka sand dunes. So, reading about beautiful beaches in the sand, middle of nowhere desert area was quite contradictory. So, fast forwarding to November 2021, I was sitting in my hammock at home asking myself what's important to me. And with that, the search for airline tickets began. When I found tickets for $400 from Cleveland and Los Angeles round trip, it didn't take much convincing when I asked mom and dad if they wanted to join me in January of 2022. Our Airbnb cost was about $130 per day. Now, be mindful of emails hosts might send out after your booking asking for taxes. I reached out to Airbnb and that was resolved. The actual host of this location tried to say that I owed 90% of my stay's taxes in addition to what I already paid. So just watch out for possible scams like that. Now, this place was amazing though. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, multiple areas to lounge around, the pool deck area. And so it was shocking when we first arrived because all the properties have wired fences. Some of them also have electrical fences. I don't necessarily recommend going out at night. But this location actually had a security guard. It was a safe place. So just do your research before booking any place because there are still some unsafe areas, right? And so off we went for a 5-day trip, out of which 2 were travel days. And you won't believe the amount of places we were able to visit in just 3 days. One of these places was the Doca Coffee Plantation, which is one of the oldest operating in Costa Rica since the 1900s on the slope of Poas active volcano. We got to tour the plantation and learn about the coffee production process from planting to brewing. Did you know that coffee pickers are paid by volume of coffee they pick? Typically per kalawala, about 2 to 3 kalawalas, with the daily earnings from about $20 to $40 per day. Of course, volcanoes being my thing and being so close to Poas Volcano, it was a must-see destination at this point. It's sitting at 2,708 meters. That's about 8,885 feet above sea level and is the most active volcano of Costa Rica with eruptions as recent as 2019. Hence the hard hats along with the safety briefing in case it was to explode while we were there visiting. The crater lake, which was hard to see the day we were there, is one of the most acidic lakes in the world. There is also a second crater, Botos Lake, which is cold and freshwater filled, surrounded by lush cloud forests. We then stopped at the La Paz Waterfall Gardens, which is a must-stop for waterfalls, lush forests, diverse wildlife, and the walk through the scenic trail took us to La Paz Waterfall, Tina La Waterfall, and Magia Blande, and along with we got to see a couple of animals local to the region. The next day, walked through the Tarcoles River Bridge. We got to see the crocodiles, specifically the American crocodiles, bathing in the sun. Some of these crocodiles were 15 feet or 4.5 meters in length and just chilling on the beach. It was quite interesting to see. From here, although it wasn't in our plans, we ended up doing a ride up a cable car to see the rainforest, experiencing the lush canopy of rainforest from up above. And our journey from there continued on to going out to Hako Beach. And as you can see, there is almost no one on the entire beach. We had it pretty much all to ourselves. I might have gone a little overboard as far as the footage of all the fun that we had on the beach. But these are memories that will always remain. And I'm so glad that I have this habit of asking myself what's important to me on a continuous basis. So if you don't ask yourself that question, I do recommend every so often ask yourself the question, what's important to me, and focus on that. Because, yeah. Moving on from the beach, I have included some driving footage to illustrate what driving is like in Costa Rica, because reading the book kind of had me a little bit worried. Most of the roads have no shoulders. There is lots of twists and turns, one-lane bridges, and speed bumps. You will also find people walking, cars temporarily parked, bicyclists, or other people on horseback. But overall, the roads are very well maintained, at least where we traveled, and the drivers were very courteous. So, not too bad for driving wise in Costa Rica. Absolutely not. The last day we went to the La Fortuna waterfall, and this was really cool. Be aware that it's a 600 meter hike, moderately steep, and there's about 500 steps down and then back up. Now, if this is no concern, then you get to see one of the most spectacular lush tropical rainforest environments with a 70 to 75 meter to 230 to 246 feet waterfall plunging into a clear turquoise pool below. I recommend you take a swimsuit if you want to take a dip in it. And this concludes part one of Costa Rica. The rest of the trip, I spent it by myself due to other circumstances for extending my vacation there. So more to come. Stay tuned. Episode 2 coming soon. Thanks for watching.
Every summer we have fun. Every summer we can we jam. Every summer we are surfing along until the sun goes down. Everybody's gonna wild. Everybody's gonna be so young. All the beautiful girls around, carrying their sorrows around. Killing the girl, we are going fast. I can't wait to start my girls. Can't really overchange. Cannot wait to run on the sun. Killing around another blow. We can't wait to meet the girl. In the echo of bikinis. The girl, the girl, the girl. Singing to the radio, singing those commercials rock and roll, rolling down along the coast. Will really go so fast? Past the magazine along, past the cannon coconut, and soon we'll be all the land, down into the bluest ocean. Under the sun we are going fast, making all the traffic lights. We'll be sitting on our sheets, dancing in the waves so high, giving along another blow. We can't wait to see the girls. They will be missing the lover. Come on, girls. Come on, come on, come on, girls. Come on, come on. Making all the traffic lights. We will be singing on our shouts, jumping like a guy so high, giving along the final blow. We can't wait to see the girls. They will be missing the lover. The girls, the girls, the girls.
Ship ship it up, 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 ship ship